Wilton is a suburb of New York City in the southwestern part of Connecticut. It has a current population of approximately 20,000 residents in an area of about 28 square miles, making it the iconic cozy New England town. It is rich in history dating back to the 17th century and is nationally recognized for its school systems and famous residents such as nationally recognized soccer player Christine Lilly. This unique history begs the question of how Wilton came to be. In this video, we will explore the origins of Wilton, Connecticut, how it was discovered, how it has changed, and we will take you on an exclusive tour of Wilton's most popular historical locations.
In 1640, the area between present-day Norwalk and the Saugatuck River was purchased by Robert Ludlow. Prior to this, Wilton was a heavily wooded area untouched by society. Yet Wilton remained a part of Norwalk, which today lies directly to the south. This is the first recorded event involving Wilton land. Following Ludlow's purchase of the land, our town had its first settler, Jonathan Wood. He lived with his family, isolated from society, miles from the markets and cities. In the backwoods of Wilton he raised a family, and his children established households of their own nearby. The colonial population of Wilton was slowly increasing with each new member of the Wood family, but it is far from establishing itself as an independent town from Norwalk.
In colonial America, church was an important part of society, and weekly attendance for residents was considered to be an expectation. Members of the Wood family were no longer the only residents living on Ludlow's land, and the population was increasing. Many residents began to complain about the long trek from the backwoods of present-day Wilton all the way to the church in Norwalk. This gave rise to the parish petition in 1726. This document outlined plans for a new church north of present-day Norwalk and had 31 signatures in support. Construction for the new parish was approved, and the new parish district was given the title Upper Parish, because the land the church was constructed on was north of Norwalk. This document eventually led to the establishment of dividing lines between Norwalk and the Upper Parish. These dividing lines told residents which church they were to attend, and eventually would become the town lines dividing Wilton and Norwalk. At this time, Wilton was considered a village enjoying parish privileges. The name Wilton was first used in a subsequent document defining the details of the parish construction. It is not officially known where the name Wilton originates, but many speculate it is derived from Wiltshire, England. The first meeting of the new parish was held on June 1, 1726, where residents created a hierarchy of power based on seniority, wealth, and land. Although Wilton was 76 years away from becoming an independent town, it was becoming its own entity, separate from Norwalk and other surrounding towns.
Although Norwalk residents disputed the separation of present-day Wilton and Norwalk, the town of Wilton was granted incorporation by the Connecticut General Assembly in 1802. Once a small New England parish, Wilton was now an individual town with a steadily increasing population. In line with the New England tradition, residents selected the New England Selectmen style of government. This style of government involves a board of selectmen and is the executive branch of many New England towns, like Wilton. Wilton still has a board of selectmen who strive to accommodate the wants and needs of their constituents. Now established as a town, new local industries begin to form in Wilton.
Following the incorporation of the town of Wilton, the population began to grow exponentially. A few factors contributed to the rise in population, such as the development of the railroad system and the ability to live in New York suburbs. Yet, the calm nature of the backwoods of Wilton was its most defining and attractive feature. Industry grew parallel to population. By 1820, many businesses and industries were growing rapidly. Shoemaking, carriage building, and distilleries were a few of the industries that brought wealth to Wilton. The longest lasting of the businesses in Wilton was a grist mill built in 1723 and was located at present-day Merwin Meadows. Farms were also widespread through Wilton. Wilton residents successfully provided food for themselves and their Norwalk neighbors. Fast forward nearly 200 years, and Wilton continues to grow in wealth and population. Valued for its emergency response system and school system, Wilton is one of the most desirable towns in Connecticut and the Northeast.